Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to commentary number 7. I'm going to be playing Soldier on Freight. Um, Generally, Freight's not one of the maps that I particularly go to a lot, but, sometimes it can be enjoyable. The middle point is pretty open. There's a lot of sniper lines. It also has trains running, so occasionally you'll either get hit by them or you have to jump over them to get on that point. Makes it a little bit hectic. And there's a lot of flanking routes, especially on the sides. And as you'll see right here, I'm going in and I'm trying to put some damage out. I see there's a sniper in the back, and I tell my medic, don't put your head out too there too long, but he didn't get the message until too late. So now I'm just trying to put a little bit of damage on the other team and basically just, see who I can knock out before I either try to jump on the point or make my way back to my team. So I try to get a height advantage here. But general, guys, I'm sorry for the lack of gameplay lately. It's been a really hectic past couple of weeks. I've had a few papers due for school and some presentations. So hopefully now that I'm on spring break, I'll be able to dedicate a little bit more time to actually, giving you guys the content you want and, doing what I gotta do. So hopefully I'll get another video out this week. That's what I want to do. And in the next couple of weeks, hopefully my schedule will die down a little bit, or I'll be able to manage my time better. Now, I said I was going to bring you spy gameplay next. That was my thing. But I assure you guys, I am working on it. I have actually a few gameplays that I actually liked a little bit, but nothing that nothing stood out to me as spectacular. So I kind of want to get like a nice one for this. Just as a little hint or a preview, I suppose. Using the Ambassador and the regular watch and the Your Eternal Reward, it's not the best setup, but it's fun to play. It really forces you to use like a very particular play style to get that done. So yeah, I'll have that as soon as possible. Hopefully that'll be next. If not, then maybe I'll do some of the new maps, or I don't know. Any suggestions would be great too for that. So I guess we can jump into the gameplay for a moment here. I'm sitting in respawn. I had wasted all my rockets, and I only had one for the soldier that came out, so he hit me with two before I could get a second one out on him. But that's life. What can you do? So making my way back around to my point and my team. I could have rocket jumped around here, but I don't know that we had a medic at this point in the map. I know we did when we first started out, but he might have switched off. So I didn't want to take up all the health packs too much. And here I try to spam a mini sentry, and I don't get it. I thought I would get it with that last rocket, but somebody knocks it down before I get to it there. And now I'm just trying to spam around corners and always shooting toward like corners I'm backing away from, just in case somebody's advancing on me. That's generally a good tactic, but as you can see, it also does waste some rockets at times, so you have to really gauge, if you want to throw a few rockets at a particular place or what. Conserve your ammo. That's really important, because as you'll see, there's actually, you start running out of rockets around this point. So I wasn't really paying attention how much I was trying to spam and keep people at distance. Making my way to the health pad. This part, the sniper walks up, and I'm like, oh look, there's this guy. He's moving. Oh gosh, yeah, I knew he was moving too slow, and I just like fired too late. But yeah, you can't save everybody, unfortunately. And now I try to just reload strategically and make my way toward this enemy front that's coming up here. I'm looking to make sure that they don't jump over on this ridge right here, where they do have a little bit of advantage. Pyro and a soldier jump down. Get a nice little shot on that soldier as he's midair, and then have to finish him off before he hits the health back. Unfortunately, I think my medic died in the fray there, but I guess I was failing today at protecting people. Life is hard. this point, we're just trying to make our way in, but doing so, we're not pushing like too hard. Trying to, I guess, just whittle the other team down where we can. And this part, this was like a mix of failure and win. So I'm like continually like knocking this spy back, and I thought I would be able to like get that last rocket into the medic as he was losing his Uber, but he lost it just after I had shot it. So I actually did a lot of self-damage, and the spy picked me off and decided to taunt because he thought he was a cool guy for all that. But yeah, that's generally one thing to do if you're a soldier and you have somebody advancing on you with an Uber. It really depends on the class. Like if it's another soldier, then you're not going to really win that fight unless they're pretty bad. But in a lot of other cases, it is kind of helpful to knock them up and keep them at a distance. So, because they'll probably still try to aggress on you, just because, you know, they're like, oh, I don't want to get knocked back and waste a super. So, it can be helpful to shoot rockets at you, even if it's not, even if you're not doing the damage. You still be able to push them away, and maybe get them to spam enough that they'll be almost out of ammo when they get to you and lose their Uber. I do that later in the video too, when a sniper tries to get up all on my face with his machete. So now I'm making my way back into their base, and I think I don't have many rockets left. So yeah, at this point I was like, I guess I gotta just bounce out of here. Oh, yep. And yeah, I have. Oh, okay. So I have like, this is like based on my last volley of rockets, I think. Get a nice little crit, knock out a heavy and pyro. And I noticed that their team is buff banner or something, so I back away. And I also don't like to be in that area just because once you're down there, you're kind of stuck unless you want to retreat, but then you really don't have a lot of options. It's a slope path back, so that means they can splash you, even if they don't hit you directly with like a rocket or something else. So I try to make my way over to these two ammo crates, but the other soldier picks them up before I can get to them, so I'm like screwed. I'm just like walking around, trying to figure out what's going on, figure out where I can get some ammo. So yeah, generally, one way to play soldier, if you're not like extremely aggressive, like I play pretty defensively, is to advance on the enemy slowly. So you know, I'm waiting until like they can either like I can knock a few people out quickly, or you know, I'm not trying to just jump in there into the fray, because that's an easy way to get killed pretty quickly. So here we crits in. Yeah, a smart decision is usually to, if you're like pretty close to an Uber or crits, just wait for that to actually get ready before you just jump in. There's no reason to go otherwise. And this is the part I was talking about. So I knock him out once, knock him up again, he pulls out his machete, knock him up again, get a shot on him, and then somebody else finishes him off. So yeah. Now this part I had noticed that they were kind of pushing in that side, so I decided to jump around, take out one of their medics, walk in, get a crit equalizer shot on the other medic, and then hit the demo a few times. I finished off with heavy. So knowing positions, especially like knowing where a choke point's going to be and where that's going to force the other team to hold, is really important. So by just walking around like that and knowing that they were probably going to try to press in from that door, I got a few easy kills. That's generally a good tactic. Just know where your enemy's going to be and what you can do to them. So what else is going on in life? Otherwise, oh, since I've been gone, there have been a few maps added to the game. We have Payload Race Nightfall, Payload Frontier, and King of the Hill Lakeside. I'd actually played both Lakeside and Frontier before they became official maps, and still, I guess the vert's still out on them because I've only played them a few times. But Frontier I'm not a huge fan of. I'm not generally a Payload fan. but something about Frontier just irks me. I think it's the fact that a lot of the map is really, really spammy. Like there are, like I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of choke point in that map and not a lot of open space. Kind of like almost the opposite of I think Badwater. Badwater, you have a lot of open space areas and then a few major choke points. Yeah, Frontier doesn't seem like that. Lakeside is way too open for me for a King of the Hill map. There's a lot of sniper positions, and yeah, I don't know. Heavies and scouts and snipers seem to have a lot of fun on that map, to say the least. Just because either the way they advance or how they can spam from a distance, or if they're like a sniper, they can shoot from a distance. And Nightfall, I'm still trying to figure out if I like it or not. There's certain parts of the map I like. I definitely like the second stage. I think it's the most out of the 3 stages there. But yeah. Oh, so jumping back into the gameplay, we're gonna push in for a final push, but we noticed there's Ubers, so I figure like wait till these Ubers really build, and that way we can take out the sentry and the heavy and the medic without having to deal with too much craziness. So we jump back in to the base for a little bit, and I figure it's better to go in through the other side, just because going through that main door it gets really hectic. They can sticky that and just position themselves really well there. So I dodge some guys crit rocket, and then I jump in here. I get crit rocket on the medic and I think a soldier. And then after that, my medic says I have an Uber, so we Uber in, take out a few of the final sentries, and finishing off the game now. So as usual, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Yeah, and anyway, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it'll be soon. Love y'all.